Memphis has returned after turning that ankle early in this quarter. Missed a ton of time. SGA is quiet offensively, not that time. On that beautiful turnaround rainbow shot that he got up over Coffee. SGA surveys that Clippers defense. Looking to get to his spot. Love's going left that time.
Tested that tip in by Anthony Davis. To show you how competitive he is on shots.
SGA, nifty move, pulls up in the elbow. SGA, boy, the brilliance continues from him. That one.
Franchise history, record-wise.
SGA, a little bit of space, bounced off Reed.
Denver.
This snaps what was 12 consecutive games against teams from the Western Conference. And
Shai, easy for him to throw it right over the top. Seeing that house in the mouse action.
Shai stops.
Gilgeous-Alexander in there with 4 reserves.
And it's 25 to 30 points a night. He's filled in admirably, taking on that extra load.
Snipe, it ties pockets. OKC win.
Oh, man.
It's a little long.
Gilgeous-Alexander probing, hesitant. Look at that move for a two-hand jam.
One-on-one with THT. SGA against THT. Hangs on that pivot foot and rolls it in.
Alexander gonna drive here on Washington. Behind the back dribble, pops, hits. It's an 8.
Absolutely. At that 20-point second quarter, biggest output that he had in a quarter in his career. SGA again.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. McCollum staying with him. Spins, gets inside, left-handed off the glass.
7-0 run, trying to add to it here. Gilgeous-Alexander, killer cross to the rim, counted and a foul.
That stops the opponent from scoring and keeps your run going.
A run that is at 14-0, make it 16-0. SGA outside the key.
Watched by his cousin. Moves up fade, good cuts. Gilgeous-Alexander, strong move, and Edwards did make a motion at the Minnesota bench. SGA, that's a tough.
You know the Lakers are going to come off this hot shooting. They got a great start here in this first quarter.
Just continue to apply pressure on the Lakers. Shai, a big part of that, stops, pulls up. This time with Dave Bliss with Parrish. Physical, tall team of the Lakers, but SGA.
Giannis to go coast to coast. You've got to do the same.
Good defense.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, step back.
And to Rouge. And Patrick, we just dive to the basket and make the defense shift.
Lisa trying to check Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sub shots. I mean, if you're getting to the foul line and you're getting fast break points, you may not have it.
Barely from Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a huge game to drove on this floor as a member of the Warriors last season. Gilgeous-Alexander
trying to find some energy for this Pelican squad.
Mid-range. Under 5 minutes to go. Alexander. Spins on
outside shot. Extra 14 seconds. Fades away.
Been able to get a lot of points off turnovers.
Shai was able to detach from left throws. 12 out of 22. The Thunder are 23 out of 24. Shai, through his screen.
It's like a ran set piece for him.
Shai once again.
Gilgeous-Alexander, just 2 shot attempts so far. 2-minute mark here, first quarter. Trying to drive on Jones. Has to fall away, but it's good from about.
Beautiful double team there. They had it both ways on that offensive play.
Gilgeous-Alexander stop, pop.
Excuse me, I go to the front of the rim for the lob.
Against Doncic, Gilgeous-Alexander again. He had 19 in the first half. He missed a couple right at the rim.
Yeah, but he had a fade on that one because Hogan was right there. Watch the push-up.
Looked like led by as much as 9. That was in the first half. Shot clock inside of 10. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's Shai.
Thunder not shooting it well. Haven't made a 3. 0 of 5 from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander, beautiful fake. They're feeling what Dallas is all about. And looking to respond here. Fend off and fade. That's for the Mavericks. Thunder are 1 of 10 from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it wrong. Gilgeous-Alexander with the board. Reload for the Thunder. He sells it, and he scores. 9 threes made for Dallas. 1 for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mark Daigneault not using a timeout. SGA probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. With Dave Bliss with Paris. His physical, tall team of the Lakers, but SGA
Just a lot of shots at the rim. Both teams have almost like a lid is on the basket. Who can open up that basket first? That's a nice move there by Shai. Wow.
way too strong on the miss as the Thunder again do a good job defensively.
That's just great defense.
And back down the other way, going back. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 9 out of 10 from the floor. Been able to do what he wants. Plays like this, little hesitation once again, pulls up. And he's just got and put a little pressure on the Lakers with this offensive possession. That is a logo SGA 3, and he knocks it down. What a shot.
Good rotation on it outside. Time by Isaiah Joe. Man, talk about
Right away a rotation. Somebody else got to move. Gilgeous-Alexander bangs into the lane. Different. Takes the pass. Gilgeous-Alexander inside. Turn to Gilgeous-Alexander. In on Murray. Just trying to double up. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has built a cavalcade of reserves. Gilgeous-Alexander again, jump shooter.
Shai goes left, pulls up to cross court. And Wiggins will let SGA operate the offense. Stops on the dime, holds up.
Okay, just to get his hand up there. Never got the block. Forced to miss a little close-in shot.
So the Nets now 9 turnovers tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, and regardless of the score, they go
Back in to get that 20 misses in a row out of this penetration, sharing the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander has got so many moves in that bag. Really sharp start offensively for Miami. Gilgeous points, 2 assists. We have been efficient offensively in this first quarter, 28 points. Ball, look at the way the ball moves for OKC. It's a very unselfish group. Gilgeous-Alexander, 6 Miami. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Heisman. Pull-up.
Rip immediately taking control of the game, building out a healthy lead. Shai.
these guys got the total package.
Shai stops on the dime, pulls GA.
Such a terrific defender, folks. It's about as lethal as his offense is.
And he got Suggs off the break.
Gilgeous-Alexander back again to Donovan Mitchell. I'm having to record that. Also defensively as well.
Shai never sped up.
Back screen. And that's what Steph brings. He's so unselfish, he'll set screens. He understands that the Thunder have to respect their inside game now, and hopefully that'll open up the outside game. That's how you guard. He knew where to go with it. Gilgeous-Alexander, they've been isolating Steph on post-ups. Curry one, he got another open look. Jay Center is alive. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 2 teams that have fought awfully hard in this game. Who has a closing burst? Gilgeous hits a 3. They have a lot of momentum heading into overtime.
Teams in the NBA piece-wise as well. Thunder want to push and speed things up. Chicago is 29th. There is SGA. SGA defended by Williams. Stops on the dime, pulls up for the shot.
Starting to knock down some shots.
Keeping up the pace, getting the ball ahead of the defense to keep generating those good looks, guys.
Thank you, Paris. looks, and it's always a good look when SGA is able to get to where he wants to. Just that valuable opportunity to get minutes for him down there. Development minutes, step back shot for SHAI. James entered an MVP honor, and one of the best in the NBA. SGA.
Before to one of the newer ones that you talk about is
clearly knows his role. It tells me he's not a shot blocker. Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 feet in the paint.
Make sure you get a good one. 8-point lead. Crossing over into the lane. Pirouette. Follow-away jumper. Good.
big time scorer and Karl Anthony Towns into a passer.
SHAI spins in it. Oh! SGA trying to size up Russell. Oh, what a nifty go from deep. And bury another three. The third. On to Muscala. Back to the basket, looking to distribute. Finds SHAI. SHAI steps back on the three. On the way. At the buzzer. It is good. And SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander.
For the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander, we've got halfway
Integrated into who they are as well.
Well, that last block of Paul George was the first Clippers missed shot. They're 11-7 on the road so far. As Gilgeous-Alexander has reinserted himself. Number 32. Mid-range shot. Inside. Checked. The look that Walker did. Now they're back into Markin. Just
headed by Alexander Walker.
He's got to be making a huge case. I think people are sitting up and taking notice. I was really happy to see all the people on TNT talking about Dimes. The way that they got up to a poor start too. Chris Finch does not like that when they come out and aren't ready to play.
good consent.
Back to the Blazers. SHAI, ball fakes, baseline shot.
And a 2-for-1 scenario if the Thunder wanted. SGA
Giving the march of physicality if you're Larry Nance.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pistons 49, OKC 48. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder have struggled on the offensive end. It's been the defense that kept them in game. SHAI pulls up, tough shot for SGA. Orchestrate things here. Towns was lurking. SGA on the baseline, three that pops over to SGA.
Good job, game tap on that rebound.
And that's up. It's been all OKC. SHAI stops, pulls up. Well, because the championship game is going to be the 83rd game. So they get a tough shot early in the quarter in that same little area.
says he called a timeout. Wanted to review that. SHAI Gilgeous.
Finish off the shot.
22 assists on 25 made baskets for Sacramento.
And I think that is it. So Holmgren started coming down before he shot that off the glass.
Make that door who went down. Excuse me. And Jackson Jr. on the floor as the two-way effort continues. SGA yet to take a shot so far until now. Points here in the second quarter.
So, just get to the basket. Try to get those free throws going up for you.
Three, but an offensive rebound. Jalen Williams starting out this third quarter on the floor in place of Josh Giddey.
As Reva's last 25.
Well, we always talk about shooters have to shoot the ball.
Turnovers by JC. Desert trying to play for the final shot, but it'll be Thunder. They'll take that shot. And there's that. 19 points against the Bucks. SGA stops and pops. Think about this stat at halftime. 10 turnovers, but the Thunder scored 18.
The Mavericks throwing a first quarter haymaker against the Thunder.
And they SGA got the basketball back. He was out of bounds on the baseline. SHAI's going to pull up head. The veteran.
That's what the Bucks like to do. It's just slow the offense down.
SHAI somehow kept his balance at the free throw line.
Record-breaking season for the Thunder.
the Bucks put it on.
That's what's so fun about the NBA this time of year, folks.
The only 3 seeds they've been to summit in the Eastern Conference. One Friday night. Also beat Sacramento and San Antonio in this building. SHAI, he defended out on the perimeter. Little mismatch. This is what he likes. He can shoot over the top, takes a little bump, little fade away.
Gilgeous-Alexander covered by LaRavia. Elbow jumper. He is fourth.
2.5 to go.
Sweet! Attempts already.
SHAI on the long stride, and then he leaps. SGA, game clock at 2, steps back, wants the 3 to beat the buzzer.
79 Nuggets. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to back in against Brown. That's a good shot.
Always at his.
Tied up at 34 here. Right at 2 minutes remaining.
Trying to say just because they came back to sea level. Oh, what a spin move. That's
basketball. Thunder haven't given them anything. That's why the scoreboard is in favor of the Thunder right now. Plus 10.
Boy, SHAI just having his way. Dictating turn.
SHAI stops at the elbow, pulls up in the middle of the floor, hits again in that mid-range.
Against providing the point of attack defense. Majemski switches on to SGA. Sidestep 3. Got it! Woo.
That type of really going. Just finds that on little things like that stops the opponent from scoring and keeps their run going.
A run that is at 14-point shot. Something at times eluded him. SHAI stops on a dime.
Forgot about the one in practice where we had to stop practice and he broke the backboard, so I think he forgot about that one.
27. You see Jalen in, and these are the times where you want him to be very aggressive offensively. The basketball, very similar to what we're seeing here in Houston. Right to Williams. That's because you're going to see a lot of Chet Holmgren just sitting on the perimeter shooting threes, so Şengün is going to guard getting it. Turns back Gilgeous-Alexander. Now he'll post him up. The ball fakes, gets it.
Early defending. SGA can shoot over the top. Spins on the baseline. Got to the spot. All right, thank you, Paris. Certainly opportunities, particularly in that 37-point second quarter part of that one.
The Warriors.
Right now, nobody can defend SGA. And it continue, but he's stopped and stunted by Wiggins. So SGA tries his turn, pulls up for the shot, and we are
Really out there on that one as well.
SGA tries his
To do. Jordan Clarkson is a clever scorer.
SHAI's going to stop on a dime.
He is the last 5 games. He is. Jenkins wanted to finish with some of his guys on the floor. There again, with that hard dribble to a
SHAI will. That 3 going to go. Hayward, the offensive board. Fresh 14 pro KC. SGA pulls up at the free throw window.
Coverage on it is even better.
Eventually gets a guy like George giving up size.
SGA over.
They're down to 25%. It's still 56%. And even higher now.
SHAI trying to get going. Gilgeous-Alexander often starts games where he gets his teammates involved. Turns, shoots, and scores. They ride on Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks defense continues to dig in. Finds a spot. High arcing shot is freezes in the game for the Knicks. Kitty looking, inside the pass, jump shot is up, it's good! 1.8 remaining. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That was a smaller defender, brings physicality as SHAI works him in the post. Yeah, it's later on Murray. 7 to shoot. SHAI does a fade away. Oh, what a shot! SHAI played by Steph. Penny goes to the
Gilgeous-Alexander, who's been getting the ball the beginning of each of these drives, takes it, makes a fake on Ingram and gets it to go. What a move and a good-looking basket.
Well, that's the hat trick there, blowing down that high-powered offense while stepping up theirs.
Familiar to the Brooklyn game. SGA. Two players who played for Team Canada over the summer, and that time